Next on deck with Tim Black.
It's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters. Tell them the truth matters.
What is up with crying ass black men? The Democrats love crying ass black men, man. That's my first mistake. I didn't cry. I could have been at 1 million. I just would have cried. You know, like Van Jones.
It's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters. Tell them the truth matters. Being a good person matters. And it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here. If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to be happier to have babies snatched away or send dreamers back for no reason. This is vindication for a lot of people who have really suffered. You know, the I can't breathe. You know, that wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people that felt that they couldn't breathe. Every day you're waking up and you're getting these tweets and you just don't know. And you're going to the store and people who have been afraid to show their racism are getting nastier and nastier to you. And you're worried about your kids and you're worried about your sister. And can she just go to Walmart? And even people who are pushing for this to happen, it's kind of like when your grandpa, you got to take the keys. And everybody, you got to take his keys, you got to take his keys. You got to, and he's fighting and everybody's so frustrated. And then you finally get the keys back. And then you just cry. Because this is somebody that you love. This is somebody that you care about. This is somebody who was there for you. This is somebody, you wouldn't be here without him. And you have to take something from him. Now, this is not, look, politics is politics.
He became president. Joe Biden, oh God, Joe Biden, he's so amazing. Those people there are gonna, Joe Biden, I was named my child, I was gonna name my daughter Joe Biden. Joe Biden. You know, either him or who's the other crybaby ass? Roland Martin. You see Roland Martin crying? He's crying. I think it was with Ketanji Brown Jackson. He's in a car crying and shit. It was either Ketanji Brown Jackson becomes a Supreme Court justice, or I don't know. I think Popeyes came out with the new chicken sandwich. It's one of those two things. Roland was sitting in his car crying. And the other one that cries a lot, and it seems to really work for him, is this guy, Jonathan Capehart.
The election of President Obama was a great moment for this country. And now we stand 2 months away from all of that disappearing. And as an African American, as an openly gay man, and as an American.
And it is hard to believe that we survived 4 years, and I'm not about to cry again.
I'm going to try to get through this. Thank you for what you did 3 years ago today. Please tell me your thoughts on this 3rd anniversary.
I still don't understand what it is with Jonathan Capehart. How does this guy keep a job? I think he's been in media for 20 years. On TV. I just don't understand. Well, we cannot leave out one and only Don Lemon. Yeah, Don Lemon had his crybaby moments as well.
And so I can't help but be emotional at this moment. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to say, so forgive me. I may not say all the right things tonight. I am very emotional, and guess what? I am speaking for everyone, but I got to tell you, when I watched that black woman come out on stage tonight,
Gotta hold this back. Gotta be strong. Gotta be strong. That's right, the defiant cry. But see, my thing here, guys, is making fun of it because, you know, that's what I do. I make fun of this type of stuff sometimes. And of course, that's what I'm doing. But I also want to point out how serious this is. And I'm not talking about showing emotion about a horrific event that just took place, where there's the death of a child, or if there's a mass shooting or something like that of that nature that touches your heart authentically. I'm talking about them crying about politics, crying about the Democratic Party picking Joe Biden, or crying because Trump got elected, or crying because Trump is gone, or crying because Kamala became VP. You know, that type of nonsense where it's just them gratuitously like taking advantage, and it's so the world can look at the sappy black guy and go, oh, look at that nice little puppy dog cry. Soft old puppy dog crying. That's what I'm talking about. And I know these people, they represent themselves. They do not represent all of black men. But I don't remember the last time I saw Jake Tapper doing this. Or Chris Cuomo. Or all the other scores with Blitzer. Or maybe Anderson Cooper. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have that many black men that are in media on cable news. But they never let us just be masculine men. They never let the black man be masculine in the cable news arena. You know, they just don't let us be guys, be regular black men who are the backbone of their own families, who stand up, who stand in the gap, who defend their women, the children, the house, the finances, that carry the thing, to do the real man stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they just have a way of emasculating us in the public eye. And we do it to ourselves because we have determined somewhere along the line that it is more advantageous to adopt a more submissive type of placating, feminine type of energy. And that gets us more, look at these guys. These people have all been around for several years making lots of money. I mean, Van Jones he cried his way into $100 million. Jonathan Cape's cried his way into a 20-year career with his own show. And look at the reward. Look at Don Lemon. Don Lemon, he was making millions of dollars every year. Okay? And he's been in the business, 25 years, whatever? He's had his own show on CNN for I don't know how long. So really, what's the message here? What's the takeaway? The takeaway is that black men, the best way to get ahead in corporate media is to not be men at all. At least not men in the masculine form. Do not be men in the aggressive, the assertive, the dominant, like the alpha male. That is not allowed for black men. That is a prototype that's reserved only for white guys. I mean, even the most crude of white guys, even like a Bill O'Reilly was allowed to be authoritarian and tough and this and that. And, you know, when he was speaking, you know, it was that no feminist, no feminine ways, no softness, none of this. And of course, I think that we should be able to express all emotions, but damn it, I want to see a black man just be like, here it is, here goes the news. And speak with some bass and some bravado, and have some charisma, and have some backstat, and have some spine, have some heart, have some testosterone in their delivery. And not be afraid of that and project that and stand up for that. And it don't have to be violent. But just when you're talking about the corruption of the Democratic Party, for instance, you should be able to talk from a standpoint of this is unacceptable what we're seeing here. And it's unacceptable how they're projecting us, how they're demonstrating us. I mean, only let me get started with the Tim Scott. Tim Scott with the, oh, come on, guys. Tim Scott don't even cry. He whimpers and howls. Oh, come on. You know it's not right. Oh, come on. We need to work together. Democrats. Oh, come on. Oh. That's not masculine. And it's like, that's what they want for these black men. They want black men to be that way. Or these black men wouldn't be that way. And Tim Scott's been reelected and reelected. Why? Because that's what they want from him. Tim Scott's perpetually sound like he's crying. It's that because it's not just the Democrats. I mean, Jesus Christ. But Tim Scott is a politician, so there's a slight difference. But still, it's still this idea that black men cannot be there. We're not allowed to be our dominant selves, our masculine selves is not allowed. That's bad for business, which is crazy because black men are more loved by society in general from our masculinity. There's a saying, you got to be the guy that men think are cool and that all men want to be like and all women want to sleep with. And no one wants to sleep with the crybaby dude. And so whether it's from rappers like Ice Cube to tough guys like Denzel Washington in The Equalizer at 65 kicking ass, like these, it's not that all of society doesn't want it, but we're unable to project it in media. And there's something to this, and I'm just scratching the surface, and maybe at some point I'll talk to somebody like Arami Osim Frimpong or something, and we'll have a conversation about it. And by the way, go check out the funky academic Irami over there. Yeah, Irami, that's how you pronounce it. Go find him. Because I think that this is a major issue. And I think black men, we got to stand up for this. Because it doesn't mean we subjugate our women. We stand in front of whatever comes through the door, man. And why we can't do that in our media? Why are the boldness, it's like it's reserved for the women. Women get to be bold. Listen to her. Listen to Angela Rye. Look at Angela Rye is allowed, well, she cries a lot too. Wrong example. Joy Reid is allowed to have more bass in her voice than Van Jones. Huh? Think about that. Think about it. There's got to be some others that are just not coming to mind right now. Put them in the comment section, guys, if you understand what I'm getting at with this. All right. Do me a favor. The next video that's coming up, click this video here, because this is the one that YouTube says is in line with what you've been watching, and it deepens me in the algorithm, and it will mean more of my content will come up for you. Don't be afraid to say it with your chest.
So I will simply say good night, and I will see you soon. All right, so I'm going to leave, and I'm going to go upstairs. Bye.